Traders, welcome back to another price session training lesson. We're going to be using price session to help us identify where the market is going and where are the high probability setups. Right now, I can see that everything pretty much played out. We had a major trend down that had a break push to new extreme. Market is mainly going sideways, but we traded down into this. Prices broke lower and we have significant push above the EMA. Okay, I can see that in this consolidation, we had some lower highs and EMA kept holding every single time. So right now, what's going through my mind is I'm trying to locate potential spike in a channel pattern, something like this. I'm just trying to explain why market keeps going lower after the main downtrend just played out. The channel that I end up with has overshoot, so we're breaking this channel. But as of right now, you can see there's no real third swing confirmation fully. So I'm drawing this channel, but I'm not really being too tied down to this channel. I'm just mainly going to follow the most recent price session. I'm going to redraw short-term downtrend. I cannot take lower high just yet. It's weak bar. Also, we had overshoot. Short-term downtrend play with the break, push to a new extreme. And now it's starting to look more and more like we're going to go sideways. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to redraw uptrend working here. And price action is still going sideways. I'm going to redraw downtrend like this. Cannot take, once again, just lower high. It's not enough. There are lows now. We're going sideways and we have significant push higher. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw consolidation like this. I'm going to delete the downtrend because it was never really fully confirmed. I was just trying to explain why market keeps trending down. But now that I can see that prices are bouncing here, short-term channel played out, no second entry short below EMA. We're going sideways now. So I'm just going to follow the most recent structure. Okay, this was just prolonged bearish pressure. So as a trader, what I have to do now is draw short-term channels. They will keep me on the right side of the market. I have a break push to new high, uptrend played out, and now you have double top. Now this is not a bad trade, but it's way more advanced trade because the range is just about to be established and the break is tiny. Okay, the break is not broad by any means. You're quite far from the EMA and the bar is nice. If you took it, I mean, not a bad trade, I can mark it, but this is way more advanced trade. Beginner traders should not be taking this simply because the range is just about to be established and the break is so tiny the push still looks seamless. So what I was looking for was a felt second entry long below EMA, but I cannot get a setup that is below EMA. You push higher, okay, resistance keeps holding, only now I can see significant breakdown. There was no good trade for me to take. So once again, as a trader, what I'm going to do when the market is ranging, I'm going to draw the short-term channel and I'm going to follow the trend line rule. So now I want to see second entry short at the EMA. Can I get it? Not really. Downtrend play with the break. Push to new low. Okay, and the range is holding. Okay, so I'm going to draw uptrend working higher. You have a high low. This high low, however, is not fully at the EMA, not even the tail. Maybe if you have great high low close to the EMA, especially with the body, you could go long because you can see the support is really confirmed now. Downtrend played out, but this is still far from the EMA, quite steep, no bearish bar in between as a pullback. So I'm looking for second entry long at the EMA. Can I get it? And I actually have a second entry long at the EMA. It's not full at the EMA, but it's very, very close. We can also see we have like 5 bars stacked right next to each other, so we can view it as a mini fill break. I actually like this trade, but this trade was extremely hard to take because it pushed up, reversed down, and instantly formed this bar. I didn't take it because it was too fast, but context-wise, this is a decent setup. It's what we're looking for. Second entry long, context says Chinese new high, and we're close enough to the EMA, and the signal bar is great. We have a break, push to new high. Okay, significant push working higher. I wouldn't be thinking about selling here because now we have such a massive spike coming after fell breakout here. I don't think we want to go short. Okay, lower highs and inside bars, so we need to be patient. Okay, and now I can see continuation pattern and market geometry. So I'm going to draw a spike and a channel pattern because after breaking new high, I have to explain why the market keeps trending higher and keeps trending higher. I'm going to use market geometry as a price action trade to identify the channel, and the channel looks really good. Okay, I have a two-legged pullback and we actually didn't get a trigger. Let's say there's a trigger above this bullish bar. Can you go long? Not yet. This is an inside bar. Okay, especially after this massive setup bar, but there was no break, this was an inside bar. What we like, however, how broad these two legs down are and EMA keeps holding. The broader these two legs down are, the more it's indicating bearish depletion. So you have a spike, secondary channel, really confirmed, EMA keeps holding, very broad two legs, confirming that our channel is valid. And you ended up having a little tick lower and reversal up. So technically second entry long triggered here. Okay, above this bearish doji. Of course, you cannot go long yet. So technically there's a mini second entry long, but because you cannot go long, you have to wait for this secondary bar. And now this is what is interesting to us. This is the real bullish bar. So we can use this to enter second entry long, and this is actually a nice hyperlapse setup. It's at the key entry point, and I can see that the break of the channel is so tiny, and market keeps going higher. Let me just widen it slightly, and I can still keep all of these confirmations here. And more importantly, you can see the channel still looks seamless, like a one channel working higher. So that's a good sign that I can widen the channel because it still looks seamless. Market geometry is perfect, aligns with the EMA. So I'm still looking for second entry long at the EMA. Uptrend new high, can I get it? No, we broke the high, uptrend played out. Perfect price action. So you can see by trading price action, you can predict where the market's gonna go. We don't really try to predict per se, we're just trying to follow the market makers and follow their intentions, and we can make money while they move the market. Okay, average retail traders like us, we can't really move the market. We're dependent on the big players. They can move the market, they have deep pockets, so we're just following their footprints, and price action allows this to do so and capitalize on their price movement. So what is the market telling me? I have a break in new high, uptrend played out. I'm gonna zoom out, and the big structure is very range-like. You can tell, very rangy structure. I can extend this. We're at the top, so this is a very rangy structure. For this reason, when I see break in new high and rangy structure, I like thinking about reversal pattern, felt second entry long. And we actually have a felt second entry long right here. So the key here is number one, break new high, of course, but more importantly, the rangy structure overall. This is a great hyperlapse setup. It's a felt second entry long. It's a reversal pattern. Bulls are going to get trapped buying second entry long on the wrong side of the EMA while the uptrend played out. That's why it's a trap. This is a great hyperlapse pattern. Okay. Now you have a tiny break push to new low, but it's very tiny. And actually this decisive push below EMA now, okay, because when you're watching this massive push down, it's helping you confirm, okay, this looks like market needs new low for this leg down. Especially if I'm going to go on a slightly higher time frame like 10K chart or 5-minute chart, I can see one leg basically. Okay, you won't see such a tiny break on a higher time frame. So this push down right here is a good sign that the uptrend has been retraced. This was the bigger pattern we traded down. You can tell I can still draw it a little bit wider and still looks seamless like a one push down. So for this reason, now it's good to think bearish, and you actually have second entry short, push lower, and a lower high confirmation setup of the second entry short. Great hyperlapse pattern. We have a break, push to new low, downtrend played out, and I have new low in the form, you guessed it, to like a pullback. Perfect price action. This is how market moves, and we have quit pivot above EMA. Now, if there's going to be a felt second entry short right here, you want to take it. Why? Because once again, range bias, big range structure, which means we expect trends to pivot quickly. Rule number one. Rule number two, downtrend played out. And as a bonus, it looks like a very broad two-legged pullback. Broader it is, the better, because it's negating wider channel. Okay, this is why we like the broadness of two-legged pullback here and here, for example, because it's negating any broader channel. However, I don't see no good felt second entry short, unfortunately. Okay, when I was watching this live, I actually drew a wide channel like this, okay, because the push is so seamless. You're so far from the EMA, and also we started the uptrend here. So really, if I'm going to take into consideration this entire push, it looks too seamless. So for this reason, I was actually looking for high low above EMA. Okay, I was looking for high low above EMA, but as you can see, market just reversed into bearish trend down, and there was never push above EMA. In hindsight, I can see that there was break and a new high like this. Okay, but it's so tiny, still makes sense. But you can see my reasoning for keeping it wider because it really looked like seamless one push up. So for this reason I was looking to go long. If you are however playing a tight channel like this and you have a breaking new high, then you have a felt second entry long and you can actually consider, but you have to play this tight channel. Okay, sometimes I like to take a look at Nasdaq too because Nasdaq is very similar to ES how it looks. And on the NQ, I actually saw uptrend break new high, so that made sense. Here, really seamless, but I can mark it if you're more advanced. You played it with the break new high, decisive push below EMA, good job. I was still playing it a little bit wider because the break was so tiny and it looked too seamless. Okay, and now it's getting way too late. Market's about to close, so this is it. Alright, so this is the overall structure for today. Surprisingly, it wasn't a bad trading day. Couple good setups. It was hard to get filled on a few of those, which was fairly frustrating because even though you're reading this correctly and you're trying to enter a trade, sometimes the momentum was so strong that it was very hard to enter. But you should still be happy about this, by the way. If you want to take a trade and you place the order and you just don't get filled, don't be upset because this shows that you're reading the market correctly, you have a good skill set, and there was a strong momentum and market never pulled back. Okay, but you read it correctly, you analyze the chart correctly, and it's a win in your book. So I know it's sometimes frustrating because you read it well, you are anticipating great trades, and you just don't get filled because there's strong momentum. But still, as a trader, you need to try to be positive, you need to try to be confident. So don't be frustrated when you miss a trade if you're reading this correctly. Take it from the positive side, be optimistic, you read it correctly, be happy that you know what's going on, you're analyzing the market, you're using the rules correctly. That's what matters, okay? Because you didn't get filled this time, there was strong momentum, but next time the momentum is not going to be strong and you're going to get filled. So you have to think about the big picture. It's a long run. But I hope you do. Trading day, I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck at your trading.